we're live. I think. Okay. So, I was busy working on Vim PowerShell on my own, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to share this with others because it's kind of working. So, got one there. Go there. Ooh. So, we're gonna go here. Here I'm SSH'd into the test virtual machine. I restored it to last night's snapshot, where, if I recall, I've got nvim. No, wait. Yes, we've got nvim version 3.1 or 0.3.1 installed. We've got git. What else do we have? We may or may not have vim plug. So we're gonna go to n2 dot config nvim. No, okay. Make sure good. Slash dot config slash. I feel like it's NeoVim. NeoVim. Maybe it's just called nvim. Actually. Help init. So it's nvim. Maker tilde slash dot config slash nvim tilde slash dot config slash nvim. Actually, do I have Ranger installed too? Sudo apt install Ranger. So, I'm going to take a checkpoint here as well. But also this one will be prereqs install. So I can find it again. I'll pop that up there. Yes, there. Not. Not gonna use tmux. Yeah. Okay. Sudo apt install. And just gonna get some water. Okay, So, Mr. Demon Wolf, hello. Yes, PowerShell and Vim. Just getting it up and running right now, actually. So if I create, no. So if I go nvim config nvim init.vim, and then I also, so I need to, oh, I forgot to install curl too. Dollars to donuts, I also forgot curl. Oh, will be next. Curl, yeah. Sudo apt install curl. Yes, install curl. All right. Is the April 2019 update out for everyone yet, or is it still kind of insiders? I never know which kind of where it's at because I'm on, I believe I'm skip ahead. Oh, okay. Okay. Another checkpoint. We'll call this the one with the actual prerequisites installed for the most part. This is what I don't get. Go. No, it's B next. Okay. So there were a few things, and they'll have to update the readme. I'm going to move it off screen now. So, actually first, okay, well, I'll plug. Nice. Yeah, the updates are getting much quicker than they once were. So that's always good. ~/ Yeah, I'm just going to call it that. Have I used the way before? What is the way? Oh, WSL? Yes, I have. Although I'm not using WSL here. I'm using Fluent Terminal and then remoted into a Hyper-V Hyper-V VM. So I don't actually need the June gun one. I'm gonna hit a new tab and loads. Did the auto zoom out. I also need these two for whatever reason. No, that didn't work. And Vim Completion Manager. Nope. All plug and oh, and then the other one that I need, and this one's new. Corebob / Vim - PowerShell. PWSH space build.ps1. I don't know if I need that part, but I'll work it in. Now if I do a plug install, so I think nvim test.ps1. Ta-da! I got the I have halfway completions. I don't know why I don't have the full completions, but I have some completions. And I have hover. I'm wondering if, so that's great. Because the way that we had here was like you had to put in your path to it, you had to download it, you had to run build.ps1. Now just Vim plug does all that for you. Also, that stuff. So then, what I'm going to do is come up with this one. Repos Vim readme. Nope. That says it's 3. That can go to 1 for all that it's worth. Actually, we'll take that out. Put this in your init.vim. Now take that one out. But I don't recall. Our Vim -PowerShell plugin. Firebug, nope, not bash. We want pwsh build.ps1, comma, oop. So if on Windows, language, interfacing with PowerShell edit services. 90%. Nice. How does Vim work in PowerShell? Like you mean how does it like able to do the few things that I have it doing so far? I'm gonna assume that's it. So if you use VS Code with the VS Code PowerShell extension, it talks to a language server, or it uses a language client to talk to the language server over the language server protocol, which it looks like Microsoft kind of defined. So the language server allows you to have these, or the language server protocol allows you to have these language server backends that will know about your syntax and like be able to, in the case of PowerShell, like execute PowerShell code, return the results, do other things. So there's PowerShell Editor Services, which is maintained by the PowerShell team. And what we're doing in Vim is utilizing the language client plugin for, it looks like from AutoZimu, to interface with PowerShell Editor Services. And then we're introducing a few things like the hover. So like Shift K, we send a hover command which takes whatever's under the cursor, sends it to PowerShell Editor Services, and PowerShell Editor Services returns information about it. So like if I go into VS Code, and of course find a PowerShell file, and then let PowerShell Editor Services initialize here. So, no, not, oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. Control J. Why? Oh, I don't even have the PowerShell. I don't even have PowerShell installed to kind of show you what it would do. I could probably build it fast enough, but like, so with the PowerShell Editor Services, if I mouse over this, it would return information about write host. But I said I don't have it installed, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. But basically, like over here, no, this one. Yeah. So when I'm in here and I do right post, now when I do a hover, which it, yeah, so after a time of being on it, it goes to the server and gets this, and basically gets me just some of the help for it. Nice. Nice. So, installation prerequisites: vim/neovim, vim plug, git. You know what? I'm gonna put another one in here. pwsh https://github.com/PowerShell/PowerShell. So, and get this in your vim init. Okay, so we do the PowerShell, so we do the build, which pulls our latest PowerShell editor services release. Call plug end, we reload vim. Alternate reload. Reload init. Then we run the vim command plug install. Yeah, the working on updates part doesn't take nearly as long as it used to, particularly given what a feature update is. Like, they're basically laying down a whole new Windows, and then so I've seen some Defrag Tools show on Channel 9 had some people on, and they were talking about how the updates work, and BIOS updates, those are the ones to be worried about, though. But like the feature updates for Windows, they basically lay down a whole new version of Windows, and then they put your files back and repoint stuff at your files, or they take snapshots of your registry basically to do all that sort of thing. But yeah, like, so from going from like 1803 to 1809 to 1903, like they're full on the equivalent of going like Windows 7 to Windows 8. They're not updates like we've thought of updates before. So update Oh, I can't scroll because of T-marks. Whatever. Gonna update README with sample init.vim git push. So this should be 2 commits ahead of master. So now that I've got that, see, because I think how vimplug works is if I go here and yeah. Like if I come over here, if I were to do a branch of stuffs, I imagine that's the one it would bring down. In fact, branch. Plug update. So I might need to. Well, that's doable, I think. Oh, there we go. 2. Nice. So I do need to clean that up a bit, I think. Do that over here. And vim plugin. So that's the path. Yeah, Linux isn't, well, there are some, that's the thing, a Linux desktop is not typically like Windows desktop. When I'm running in Windows, or not in Windows, in Linux, I prefer using tiling Windows managers like i3. Unfortunately, I haven't really found anything on the Windows side that does something similar. So, whoa, oh, function run code. So we're gonna do, okay. So we're gonna exclamation mark that. Git add dot git add dash and git push So now if I go over here, and I go here, and I go plug update. One file change, one insertion, one deletion. Last update. Perfect. So because I switched the branch, it updated my Vim. So and because I changed that function to function bang, it does it without complaint. Yeah, I'm liking Edgemium, as I've been calling it, but Edge based off of Chromium. So I'm probably going to have to rename this branch to be like Next or Dev or something. I really just named it as Stuffs the other day to get stuff that I was changing pushed in without actually affecting anything else. So, close that one. So, I'm gonna also set sign column equals yes, set bg equals dark, so there we go. Like, I'd wager this is probably one of the first times that Microsoft has been able to, like, has put out a updates to their browser on a daily basis. So. Okay, so this is in visual mode. Code string is the get the visual. Code string. Oh. Why can't I tab complete that? Expression. Code string See, but I'm wondering if can I call language? Is that gonna be? Is it simply that? Save that for now. Let's go here. Mr. Demon Wolf, thank you for the follow. Call language client call. Evaluate. No, it's evaluate, comma. Expression. I'm gonna just pick one that I know should return something. Get child item. PS1 output handle. Which is this one? Define variable echo. Okay. Well then. Let's try it like that. This is not. What am I looking at? It looks like you're running Tmux and Vim, but within PowerShell. Kind of, sort of. I'm running Fluent Terminal with PowerShell, but then I've SSH'd into an Ubuntu box, which is running the Tmux and NVim. And then NVim is running the language client, calling back to the PowerShell editor services to give me a richer PowerShell editing experience within Vim. Not enough. Okay, so I'll figure that one out in a minute. So it gives me stuff like this. So this is a PS1 file, and when I hover, so it just sits there long enough, it'll give me the information about what I've hovered over. So like if I go get child item, it gives me kind of like when you hover over it in VS Code. Adilio, good to see you. The goal is to be able to use Vim to edit PowerShell scripts for what that's worth. Part of it started out as just to prove we could do it, and then but yeah, it's to make Vim kind of like the PowerShell ISE, except that code is like the PowerShell ISE. So I wonder, is there, we go here, Tmux, no, where am I looking? Not Vim plug. Is it autos? No. Oh, actually, I have it here. Yeah, basically what Adilio said. So far, I haven't really been able to get it to. Well, actually, no, I did get it working in Windows. I didn't get the auto completion working in Windows, but that's a different story. Progress. I don't know if, let's see. So this is quite possibly what you saw last time. How do I view file? Yeah, Fluent Terminal is nice. It's a UWP application, so I actually especially like the way that it does the transparency without being like as overly transparent as other things are. So yeah, I'm not the hugest fan of UWP. This one, like, it doesn't feel UWP, which I think is partly why I like it. It seems to render pretty quickly. My PowerShell profile takes 5 seconds, so I mean that's a thing. Yeah, I tried Hyper, and then their complete lack of an understanding of that in corporate environments we can't control things. It just left a sour taste in my mouth, especially when Hyper prompted me and said, "Hey, there's an update to Hyper, go get it." And it had no problem with our next generation firewall doing decryption on the connection. But their version, like their in-package version of Yarn or NPM or whatever they're using for their plugins, doesn't trust the certificate that my operating system trusts. So, and their answer to it is like half-baked workarounds. So, yeah, they've just left a poor taste in my mouth. And because yes, security is important, but ignoring that some of us can't choose these things. So, which computer am I on? I'm on CoreBot Virtual Machine. Oh, it's the same one over here. Adilio has a problem with that too. This one is new one. That name, I know, right? I should probably just rename the host. Yeah. Philip Way, thank you for that follow. Sudo host name. There you go. I renamed it. I might need to reboot for it to take effect, or maybe it just won't work. But yes, you should be like basically CoreBot dev and CoreBot test, I think. But back to what I was looking at. Oh yeah, So, Adilio, I was telling you about the progress I made. So this is what we had for what you need in your init.vim. A few things I've done. We found out last night we don't need these two. Deoplete doesn't seem to do the completions that we thought. We have a different one that's doing completions. And fuzzy find, good to have, but it's not needed. So, and then tonight, we have Polyglot, because it needs to put it into PowerShell mode, and that seems to do it for us. We could probably figure something else out, but this is working, so I'm not going to touch it. And this is the completion manager that we realized last night. But this is the big progress of the night. Is that because of the way Vimplug appears to work, it goes to github.com/this to get github.com/ so it comes here for the repository, and then it goes to the branch that you tell it to. So we told it to go to corebob/vim-PowerShell, and the do portion of it tells it what to do when it's done processing. And so we need to do the build, and maybe we'll rename it to install because that seems to be convention. But we need it to, so the build goes and gets PowerShell editor services for us. So yeah. So this is now the setup. You don't have to git clone the directory or anything. And I wanted to come look here at it does the build as well. The one that I don't know if you saw the stream, was it last week? It must have been last week. Yeah, it was like saying it was 8 days ago. So that Tyler did on his stream. Welcome back, Mr. Demon Wolf. I trust you're now safely into Windows 1903. And a year from now, we'll all be on Windows 2003. Alright, have a good lurk. Which power line? Was there talk of power? Oh, no power line left. I do have some power line love on my PowerShell console at work. But this setup right now. Oh, or do you mean no power line love within Fluent? Because I think that's true. If I recall, on my work laptop in Fluent, I don't get the triangles. So like the Powerline font stuff. Okay, anyways. So there's language client document or text document hover. So language client call. Language client. Okay, so that's gotta be in here somewhere. Okay, so here's the function call. So it takes a method, the parameters, and the callback. That seems reasonable. With all those words, you chose to say goodbye. Yeah, it's closer than I've ever been, but you're miles away. It's like a love from 17 to the end of days. If you just give me your hand, JSON_decode. Register handlers. Like that. Invalid arguments for function. I stopped playing that same song about the hope you lost back in the suburbs when you felt that time stay fast. You surround yourself in sights and music just to run away from your shadow. Soon as I let a light. JSON encode, echo message, JSON encode. It's closer than I've ever been, but you're miles away. It's like a love from 17 to the end of days. If you just give me your hand, I'll lead the way. So let's go like this. Function LKJ. Function LKJ. Abort. Is it end function? End function. End function. Undefined variable A. Oh my goodness. What do you mean? Output A. There's end function. Call LKJ. There we go. Okay. Is that what? Error detected while processing function. Clear to handle message. Using dictionary as a string. Okay. PS1 handle output. Okay, so if I go like this, select that, so I'm in visual mode, I do an F8, and it runs it. Right host, this is my command. Oops, nope. Visual F8. Okay. So that works. Wait. Which one is that? Okay, keyboard's still working. Why is... Oops. Oops. Totally by accident. I need to go to 56. Music's a little loud. Is that better? I'm assuming you're only hearing Pretzel and not hearing Spotify. Otherwise, if you're hearing both, you'd be complaining. And it's also Pretzel is what I adjusted, so. Well, if you, yeah, hearing both, you'd be complaining. So that worked. So maybe I didn't need to. Maybe I didn't need to double. Oh, it's this one. Can I reposition them, please? Please, sir. Oh, yep. No, you can do it. You can do it. Perfect. Okay. I don't know why we call this vSim. But whatever. So call run code, and our run code gets the visual selection. So if nothing is selected, we return nothing. Otherwise, so then if we go output is nothing. Okay. To get host. So what we need to do is handle it better. So right now we run the code and we echo the encoded, so it comes back as a dictionary, it looks like. How do I debug Vim though? Like, painfully. Local ID equals script ID equals script ID plus 1. If A is argument, so if the callback argument is, I can't remember what V is, I've got it somewhere, but okay, so it expects it to come back like that, say. So where am I looking? Right, you could Nope. There we go. Okay, so if I do a I don't know why I closed that. Let G colon output equals A colon output end function. Call unknown handle type 0. Echo so what it returns is it just returns the full output. So do I put it into a preview? Like, can I do a... Because I've got pclose. What's pedit? Help pclose. No, pedit. Edit file in the preview window. The preview window is opened like with ptag. The current window and cursor position isn't changed. Useful example. Works like, so does that mean go with that one, ptag, and shows the found tag in a preview window without changing the current buffer or current position. Preview window already exists, it is reused. Okay. Okay. So Vim preview no Vim so somehow hover. Buffer name, lines, file type, board. Silent, no swap file, pedit, a buff name. Where does it get the buff name from though? Open preview window. Because I'd like to output, handle output. I mean, do I just actually have to tell it to handle output? Maybe that's all I have to do. Maybe that's all I have to do. Instead of PS1 handle output, what if we just handle output? that's not it then. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Okay, so I don't know about this one right now. So what I'm going to do instead, make sure we're calling this properly. So we're currently putting PS editor services. So the PSES log file shouldn't go there. It should go s:/path dot right. So at least we're going into PowerShell editor services. We'll call it that. I'm going to do s:/path there as well. So get status, get diff, what did we change? Log and session location. We took out double quotes and changed it to code string instead of the get visual selection again. Also use variables that we declared. Hit push. You know what? Plug update. Oh yeah, I don't know if you're still there, Delio, or paying attention. This is the other thing that having it in GitHub and loading from GitHub gets us. We can do a plug update, and it pulls it down. It pulls down the changes. Whoops. My plug install. changes in the repo. Yes. So I had just pushed these changes up to the Git the stuffs branch, and then I did the plug update, and it pulled them down automatically. So what I wanted to do is go like that and hit F8. So that's still coming back. That's all working. What I really want to do is get it into the hover there. Okay, so that worked. Okay, and then if I go over here, git checkout dev, I mean, if I go like that, oh, is it handle output or output handler? Handle output. Well, that's a script handle output. I really want it to I really want it to handle the move into hover preview. Context menu items. Interesting. Okay, so
You
top. Python. I don't understand. Okay. So it's 10 o'clock. I have gotten, I think, kind of what I wanted to get done. I figured I was working on it. I should fire up the stream anyways. And yeah. Go like this. Hey, Bougie. It goes. It goes. I'm actually just about to end the stream, but I'll give you a quick preview of what I got done. So on a relatively fresh Ubuntu install. So like I installed NeoVim, PowerShell, Git, and then like curl and a few things that I needed to get a few things working. Tonight I got the plugin, the Vim-PowerShell plugin, pulling directly from my GitHub and building. So if I do a using Vim plug, if I do a Vim plug or a plug install and force it, it goes to my GitHub, pulls it down, and then runs the build. So that if I open up a PowerShell file and I do actually, partly it gives me completions. They're not always nice, but so I can do get host. If I hit escape and then hover it, it'll tell me, it kind of gives me the quick rundown of how to use get host. And if I select it with V and hit F8, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants and basically just reusing someone else's code. But if I do F8, it runs it and returns it down here. So the part I was trying to get it to do was to output it up here, because it comes back something like this. So it comes back looking like this, and I at least wanted to throw that in a preview, but haven't gotten that far yet. I'm going to be looking through the language client extension or plugin. Vim and NeoVim call them plugins. So, but yeah, it's 10 o'clock, so I figure I'm gonna head to bed. I've got work in the morning. I've got to do a few things before I actually go to sleep. So all right, have a good night. I'm such a developer. Yes, I am. I probably won't be tomorrow night. I've got hopefully dinner plans, possibly this weekend. If not, probably Monday. So have a wonderful evening, and I'll see whoever I see next time. And yeah, again, thanks for stopping by.